So during the last video, I was talking to you about what I was doing as far as Tiger Castle, the property that we had purchased, and everything that we were going to do, everything we were going to be planning and scheduling and doing on the property itself, and what it means to the sword fighting community as a whole. Well, during that video also too, I gave you a bit of a brief winter tour, and later on in this video, I'm going to give you another tour, although it's going to be decidedly without snow. But what I wanted to do is provide a quick update as to exactly what is happening and what's going to be happening in the very near future. So first off, I am no longer on the East Coast. My job now has me back here in California, which means I'm also right next to the Tiger Castle property, which means things are going to be starting in earnest when it comes to that property prep. As promised, I told you that I was going to let you guys know when there was going to be work parties, and that is still the case, because trust me, I am definitely all in favor of anybody who wants to help out. More than happy to have your assistance with that. So as a part of that, I just wanted to let you know that just recently, yesterday in fact, we met with the Placer County representative in order to take him throughout the property, and it was a good 4 hours of hiking that we were doing. Didn't quite cover all of the property, but he didn't need to see everything. And we have spelled out exactly what we're going to do, and the guy was absolutely thrilled. And believe it or not, he himself is actually a falconer. What are the odds of that? But yeah, I told him, hey, falconry is definitely something that I would appreciate seeing and having there at Tiger Castle in all good time. But yeah, it was just a weird coincidence there as far as that is concerned. But first thing we're going to be doing on that property is we're going to be doing the tree clearance. So there was some logging done on the property before we had ever actually purchased it, and there are some huge trees on the property. And so we're going to be clearing those out of there. We're also going to be bringing down some trees that need to come out of the way for the outbuildings and the castle location itself. So we're going to be doing all of that. And one of the first work parties we're going to be doing is bringing everybody out who wants to assist. And with the axes, we're going to be, clearing all of that out of there. So if you live in the California area and you want some free firewood, by all means, bring your truck out with you, because you can haul away as much of it as you can hold. We'll be more than happy to fill you up. But also wanted to make sure that as a part of all of that, a quick special thanks to the Patreon supporters that are a part of all of this. The support that you guys are providing is going to help with the rental of the hydraulic wood splitter that we're going to be getting. Eventually we'll actually buy our own, because there's going to be more than one weekend where we're spending out there clearing those trees, because they're 140 acres carries a lot of trees. We're not clearing obviously the entirety of that, but there's definitely some areas that we're going to be for fencing, that's going to be on the battlefield that we have, the parking lot that's already established, all of which you're going to be able to see also too here in the upcoming portion of this video that demonstrates all of that property area in the full glory of springtime. And I gotta tell you, property is beautiful. If you haven't had a chance to see the prior videos in wintertime, that was a pretty video, but in springtime it's even better. So again, also wanted to say a quick shout out to the new supporters on the Patreon channel. Just wanted to make sure that you guys got that just desserts as far as recognition. I appreciate you guys jumping on board with this project, because I'm telling you, many hands make for light work. And for those of you who are not aware, the Patreon channel is Castle and Sword. And if you want to be a part of getting special access videos for fencing, special access videos when it comes to the property update, sign up and you'll have access to all of that and all of the previous videos that are currently on there. There's 3 levels of support you can provide. Feel free to take a look at it. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to answer any and all questions you may have. For those of you in the fencing community out there that are wondering, because I keep getting a lot of requests about the book update, yes, the book on Rapier combat, known as Revelations of Rapier, is imminent. I have just gotten word from my publisher that he has been in contact with the printer, and it seems that that issue of the paper shortage, or at least the proper paper for printing books like this, has been resolved, and we should be seeing the actual, no kidding, release very soon. And when that happens, rest assured, I'm going to be putting the word out there. And for those of you on Facebook, when you see that post, feel free to share that far and wide. And yeah, get that word out there to any and everybody that you think might be interested. Along those same lines, there's going to be the subsequent book tour. Now the book tour, I've already got some dates and locations booked already. For example, one of them is going to be Combat Con. So if you're going to be at Combat Con this summer, I'm going to be there. I'm going to have books in tow. I can sign messages however you like to the inside covers. You'll have an opportunity to purchase the books there. More than happy to give you any particular answers to questions you may have regarding what you have read so far or may have read at that time. And also, too, there's going to be a location in Denmark where I'm going to be at the International Rapier Symposium there in Denmark. If you're planning on being there, or if you're one of my European followers out there, by all means, if you're going to be there, I'm going to have books in tow. You can purchase them directly from me and get special signed messages as you like. Lastly, now that I've said all of that and gotten the nitty-gritty out of the way, what do you say we just go straight now to the property tour? Very short video, but just wanted to give you guys a chance to see what I'm talking about when it comes to the beauty of this property and what is ultimately going to be the grand place for fencing, symposiums, for tournaments, for international events, national events, local level events, and heck, even if you want to get married there, we'll even arrange that for you as well. So let's get to it. Hey everybody, last time we were here at the castle property, we were showing you the tour winter edition. You saw all of the snow on the ground and everything, and I personally love a change of seasons, but now we're talking about well into spring, and this is that same site that you saw in the last video that was in the winter tour. This is the area where the medieval village is going to go to, and as you can see, there is all kinds of downed trees and whatnot that we're going to be clearing off of this property because we need to have lots of room in order to have all of the outbuildings that we're going to have for the village itself. And the castle site itself is further down the way, but this area right here for the medieval village extends well past the camera going that direction, and as you can see, it goes to the tree line over in the distance. This right here is going to be one of the first areas that we are building up as we are preparing the site of the castle itself, and I'm telling you, we're going to have plenty of opportunities for work parties. So for those of you who said that you wanted to come out here and get a tour of the property and help us get started, rest assured I'm going to be calling on you in the near future. Where we're at right now, knowing what we want to do with this property and what's going to be happening after the entire castle is actually off the ground, is going to be needing parking. And what you're looking at right now is the area to the southeast, the lower southeast corner of our property, which we are going to use for parking. This is pretty much going to be the only area of the property where you're going to be able to see the modern, accoutrements of people's vehicles. Once you step away from the parking lot, it's going to be nothing but medieval, buildings, the outbuildings, the training grounds, all of that stuff. Because when people come here, I want them to be able to step into an entire immersive atmosphere. Now, because of the fact that we anticipate that this is going to grow into something rather large, we need a lot of room for the cars. So panning both to the left and to the right, this entire area that you're looking at right now is what has been designated for cars. And the tree line that you're seeing there is actually not the end of the parking area itself. There is another tree line beyond that this extends out into, because like I said, we anticipate that we're going to have a need for a lot of parking. And this area right here was just too perfect for that.